Hey everyone, I wanted to send a quick video tutorial of how to utilize Microsoft Stream for saving video recordings and sharing them with colleagues. So I'm here on our office.com landing page for our WQSB accounts. And you can see that in your list of applications here, Microsoft Stream is one that's here. And what Stream is really Microsoft's cloud-based video storage tool. And so many staff have been utilizing it lately for uploading video and sharing with people. And one of the great features within why it is becoming, I'd say, more and more widely used is its integration with Teams. So whenever you conduct a Teams meeting, whether it's with one individual, a colleague, or with an entire group of people or a group of students in a class, those meeting recordings automatically get saved and uploaded to Stream, where then you have access to set permissions and distribute it with others as well. So we're going to take a look at Stream and some of the permissions related to it. So when you click on Stream, it'll open up here. And again, by default, you'll only see content that you have access to. So I had Chris share a video with me, and we're going to demonstrate how that can be forwarded on to other users using that video. So I'm going to take a look at the video here that Chris shared with me. And right now, he had uploaded this video, and he wants to share it with a colleague, and again, just make it accessible for them. So we can do that through opening up our video, and we can see the details here when it was published, and we can get access to those permissions and sharing options under these three dots, which are titled More Actions. That's where you can find a lot of submenus and additional settings related to all different Microsoft tools, including Stream here. So if we click on that, you can see here we've got an option to update the video details, and you see a little pencil icon, which is generally like an icon symbolizing you can edit some content of what you're working with. So we're going to click on Update Video Details, and what we want to do now is share this video with another colleague, with Jen. So she has access to view the video, and she's actually going to be downloading it and doing some edits with the video and compiling them. So to do that, we want to focus on the section here under permissions. So right now, the default when videos are uploaded is that they're only accessible to you. If it's a video that you created and uploaded on Stream, you are the only person who can view the video. If it was a recording from a Teams meeting that you conducted, by default, anybody that was part of that Teams meeting will have access to the video. So it will actually automatically add all of those users as viewers of the video, with you being the owner, of course, and having those owner permissions. But we want to add this, we want to give one other colleague specific access to the video. So what we want to do is under permissions here, take a look at these options. And the first thing I want to outline is that this checkbox you can see is deselected, and that's the default across the organization. That what it says is allow everyone in your company to view this video. And so that sometimes sounds like, that's what I'd like. I'd want to have all of my colleagues have access to it if I share it with them. But what in fact it does is it makes that video viewable right on the Microsoft Stream homepage, and through exploring available videos, it makes that accessible to everyone in the organization, including, in our case, students. So we really do not ever want to select that option in terms of the permissions. The only cases would be if something was being created, board-wide, that needs to be easily accessible to everyone, staff and students. Then in that case, that setting would be utilized. But when we want to share it with individuals and with colleagues, we're going to go under here where it says Share With. And you can see that there's different options to share with. You can see it says My Groups by default. There's also an option for channels and people. We can outline the groups and channels features in a later video related to Stream. What it allows you to do is like other Office 365 tools, you can actually create a group of users that you can then have ongoing access to share content with. That's really what Teams is doing automatically for you. When you create a video recording in Teams and then save that, it saves to Stream. It's automatically making a group for your class and then sharing it with all those members. In this case, though, what we're going to do is just select people. We're going to type in the names of the users we want to have access to the video. So I click on people, And now you can see you've got this option to search for people. And nice thing about this is it's linked to our Active Directory, so it's going to search through all of the different users in our organization. And I don't even need to know that user's email address. I just need to know their name. So I'm going to start typing in Jen's name here, and you can see that she will come up. It'll start searching for her, and we can have her name appear. Now, again, as you do, these searches, it's going to search our entire Active Directory, students included. So you want to be careful that, again, you're choosing, the correct user that you do want to give permissions to. So we're going to select Jen's name, and that's it. You can see now she gets added as a viewer of this video. And by default, she'll just be a viewer. Now, in Jen's case, she needs to be able to download these stream videos, because she's going to actually use a video editing software to, trim out maybe the beginnings or ends of the clips, to compile them with some other videos. So we want to give Jen the access to actually download that video onto her device and use whatever video editing tool she's going to use to compile them. So in order to do that, she needs to have actual owner permissions on that file. Only the owners can actually download a copy of the file from the stream. So we're just going to go beside Jen's name here where the checkbox that says owner is, and we're going to click on it. You can see any of these options. You can always hover over the little eye, and it will show you information related to that setting just for confirmation, which is nice. But we're going to check on make her the owner. And really, that's it. We can click apply. And now Jen will get a notification that she's been added, given access to this video. We can also now, there's a share option you see down here, and we can click on that and then use this link. Any conversations I have with Jen related to this video, we could paste that in an email or in a message through Teams, and using that link, Jen will have access now to the video because she was added under those permissions. And notice that it says this video will only be viewable by authorized users, whether you send the link or whether you email it. And that's just something to outline, because sometimes people think that they can just go into the share option and type in a user's email address and that they'll have access to it. They actually have to have those permissions added first under the update video details. Until you've added them to be a viewer of the video or an owner of the video, you can't use that share option to distribute it to them. Once they've been added, now again, we could, maybe send a reminder. I could type in Jen's name here, and it's going to send a reminder video or email to her that she's been added as a viewer and owner of this video, and then she's got access to it. So we can send and close. So really, that's it in terms of adding a colleague to give them access to a stream video. Just while we're here, we can outline a couple other settings in terms of your own videos and people that you do give ownership access to. Under those ellipses, they'll see any owners that they have this option to download the video. And that's what I mentioned before. You can just, with a single click, start downloading the video. And this is only a minute long video, so it's relatively small, 4.8 megabyte MP4 is the default video format that it'll save in. If it is a long, class recording, they can get to be large video files. But again, the nice thing is that really you don't need to download those videos for the most part, because they're stored in that cloud-based storage system of Stream, and you can send it with those links to share, and then nobody needs to worry about filling up storage space on their devices. Last couple things I just want to outline while we're going through this. One of the great features of Stream is that you can actually enable automated captions for your videos, which, especially in a long recording, can be really useful because they're searchable captions as well. People can type in keywords and can jump to specific points of your video based on keywords. Now, to enable that, really all you need to do is just indicate what language was your video recorded in, and then you'll have the option to automatically generate transcriptions. So that's back here under the more actions, and we click on that and go to update video details. And you can see by default, Stream doesn't select the language by default. You have to indicate once that video is saved, what language was the video recorded in. So we just hover over select language and then click on English. And again, you can see all of the different options of languages that you can indicate it was recorded in, and you can generate captions and transcriptions in almost all of those languages. Once I select that, over here under options, I can see now under captions, we've got this option to auto-generate a caption file. And as long as you make sure that's checked off, Stream will start now processing the video, and it will now actually, takes a little bit of time, but it will compile a caption file that people then can view those closed captions while they watch the video. They can search them, which is, again, a really powerful feature. And it greatly improves the accessibility of your content, making it available to all of our colleagues and to our learners, and easily accessible for them. When we set that, make sure that auto-generated caption file is on. We want to make sure we click apply to save those changes. And now you can see here under the beside the video, you see you've got this transcript. It says audio transcripts aren't quite ready yet. Check back soon. It generally takes about 2 to 3 times the length of the video to process and create those transcriptions. So for this 1 minute long video, it'll take probably in the range of about 3 minutes or so, and then those transcripts will be available. One other piece that just we outline some of the functionality of Stream. A nice part of this as well is that you can actually add interactivity. You can add a form. So you can, it says, make your video more engaging by adding a survey, quiz, or polling questions. And this is when we start thinking about classroom recordings of Teams meetings, let's say. You can, on that video that's available then for playback by your students, you could actually integrate adding polls or quizzes at specific parts of your video, where, as they watch the video with searchable transcriptions, they'll actually have a survey or quiz pop up that then they can complete, and it's all linked to a Microsoft form that you'd be able to see the results on. So it's a really great way to think about checking for learning and checking engagement in these remote teaching environments. So that's something, again, we can outline more of the functionality in more detail in another video, but that can be found here under the add a form section. So that's all I want to share in this video. And if you have any questions, again, don't hesitate to email me. My email is sgray@wqsb.qc.ca. I hope this helps, and we'll talk soon.